The blockchain space is moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour. It seems like every single month, new technology is hitting the scene that changes the game and attracts an entirely new wave of activity and attention. And in just the past few weeks, a brand new blockchain network just dropped that's gaining an insane amount of attention because it's a network that can actually pay you passive income. And I want to break down exactly what it is in this video today and how it works so that you can see why everybody's so hyped about it. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know in this video today as a blockchain developer myself who works this technology on a daily basis. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something you're interested in, then smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to take advantage of all the amazing opportunity happening right now in the crypto space and get ahead of the next crypto explosion, then I can show you how to become a blockchain master step-by-step from start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. All right, so let's get into this. Let's talk about this blockchain network that just dropped that's got people really hyped, really for three major reasons. Number one, this is a network that can pay its users passive income just for using it. Number two, there's a big time airdrop opportunity associated with this. And number three, there's even opportunities for developers to make passive income from this as well. So what is it? Well, this new blockchain network is called Blast and exploded in activity in the last week or so. It really came out of nowhere. And the first 4 days, it crossed $400 million in TVL. That's basically $100 million per day. Okay. And at one point, it actually surpassed the TVL of Solana, okay, during the exact same time frame. So this turned a lot of heads. So what is it? So why are people so excited about it? Well, I'm not making this video as an official endorsement of this project necessarily. It's not a sponsored video or anything like that. I'm an educator and I like to keep people, informed and 2 steps ahead of everything that's going on in this space. And there will be risks, which I'll clearly outline in this video. But Blast is an Ethereum layer 2 where you can earn passive income for participating in the network. So what does that mean? So let's start off with layer 2. What is that? So basically, if you've ever heard of Ethereum being too slow and too expensive for people to use for mass adoption, you're right, okay? But that's not the long-term vision for Ethereum, okay? That's base layer 1 Ethereum. So the whole idea for scaling Ethereum is to build this second environment that piggybacks on top of Ethereum, that you use that network and it runs on top of Ethereum and you do most of your transactions there and they get settled back on the main Ethereum chain. It's faster and cheaper to use and you're still really using Ethereum in the process. There's lots of different famous Ethereum layer 2s out there like Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, ZK Sync, okay? And so that's what Blast is. It's another Ethereum layer 2, the scaling solution. It's a blockchain network that piggybacks on top of Ethereum where you pay the gas fees in Ether itself. So how does it do this passive income thing? And how is that different from other layer 2s? Well, whenever you use a different layer 2, you have to bridge over to it. So again, you have to pay the gas fees in ETH. So you start off on a blockchain like Ethereum and you take Ether and you send it to that other layer 2 environment and you lock it up, okay, via this bridge. And whenever you lock it up via the bridge, you basically get a gas token on that layer 2, but your actual ETH is staying locked up the entire time, okay? So Blast's plan is basically whenever you bridge to it, you're going to put all your funds sort of in this pot, basically. You're going to get the gas fees to use that network, but all the Ether that's sitting there is actually going to get staked, okay, back on the main Ethereum network, which is going to pay passive income yields, and they're going to take those passive income yields and distribute them to the users. And that's the really big differentiator between Blast and some of these other layer 2s out there. So for example, like Arbitrum, Optimism, yeah, you have to bridge over. Your ETH just kind of sits there dormant that you've bridged over, okay? And sure, they could go take that ETH and stake it or something like that. But if they're doing it, they're not necessarily paying back those fees to the users, but Blast basically says, hey, we'll let you do this and then we'll pay back the yield to you that we stake on your behalf. And that's what's got everybody's attention and that's what's really turned heads. So in addition to that, there's going to be some airdrop opportunities here and also some opportunities for developers to make passive income in some novel ways I'll talk about in a second. So how do you use it? Okay. So first of all, Blast is not really live yet. Okay. So all you can do is just deposit funds into it. But what you do is you go to blast.io. Okay. You have to have an access token. Okay. And so basically you get that access token. Really, it's an invite code. You get an invite code for somebody, you put it in, and then you can join this early access program. And so whenever you do, you'll be able to deposit funds into Blast. Now, that being said, you have to understand that the tokens that you would potentially bridge into this are going to be locked up for some period of time. So I think at the time of recording this video, it's like 3 to 4 months. So understand that if you bridge air quotes over to Blast, which actually isn't live yet, you can't get your money back for some significant amount of time. But during that time, what you can do is you can actually accrue rewards, and you'll also earn points for the airdrop. So they will airdrop a Blast token in the future. They've already said they're going to do that. And they've given you some sort of criteria on how you can be eligible for that and increase your airdrop rewards. And one of the ways they do that is for giving your invite codes to other people. So once you join, you get invite codes. You can give those invite codes to other people, okay? You can form these squads, and if your squad reward gets up to 5 ETH, then you get a nice payout for accruing that amount of people. Now, let's talk about some really interesting aspects of Blast, and that's the opportunity for developers to create apps that can earn them passive income and how you can also share that with your users, okay? So again, Blast is an EVM compatible layer 2. So basically, if you can write smart contracts for Solidity and you can put them on Ethereum, you can put them onto any of the other EVM compatible layer 2s, including Blast. But because Blast has this novel mechanism of paying out yield, you can actually integrate that into your applications. So basically, you know, it's a layer 2 with native yields for ETH and stablecoins, which makes it possible for you to create revenue streams and provide novel rewards for end users. So one thing is the Blast airdrop, 50% of the Blast airdrop has been reserved for developers. So if you are able to build apps and put them on Blast, there's a large portion of these tokens that are reserved for you, and the airdrop launches in January along with the Blast testnet. Another thing is the native yield that we're talking about basically creates new business models for dApps. So ETH and stablecoins bridge to Blast automatically earn yield, and dApps can easily monetize deposits with a single configuration. All right, and the other novel concept is for gas fee revenue. So basically, like other layer 2s keep the revenue for gas fees for themselves, but Blast gives revenue back to developers programmatically. So basically, if somebody's paying gas from your app, instead of that just going to the network itself, you could capture a portion of that revenue, okay, because you're a developer of the application. So you can do multiple things with this. You can keep the revenue for yourself, or you can use it to subsidize the gas fees for your users who are like worried about high gas costs. Maybe they can make some of that money back by doing transactions with your application. All right, so that's an overview of Blast and how it works and why this is such a novel thing. And why people are so attracted to it, how you can earn yield as a regular user, how you can qualify for these airdrops, and also as developers, you can even earn passive income for creating applications that other people might make transactions on. So that's an overview. So just what can you do with Blast now? So really nothing. Like you can't actually use the network itself. The DevNet won't go live until January. All you can do is deposit funds into this contract now that's going to start earning yield for you that you can claim in the future. And again, you can't get those out for several months at the time of recording this video, but you can also invite people and you can all qualify for this airdrop as soon as it goes live. Now, there's a lot of criticisms about this, okay? So at the beginning of this video, I said this is not necessarily an endorsement of this project. There's significant risk, which I've kind of outlined in this video. But some of the main criticisms are that like, hey, Blast is just a 3 of 5 multi-sig wallet that basically, at any point in time, there's a centralization risk that if enough people just sign off on this, that the money that's deposited in this could be taken away. Okay, so that's a criticism that's going around. They're responding to that criticism, so I'll let you just Google what they're saying about that they're using proxy contracts that could be changed at any time. So anyways, I'll put a link to this tweet thread down in the description below. I won't go through all of it, but Blast definitely has its fair share of criticisms on the sidelines. So I want to know what you think down in the comment section below. Have you heard about Blast? Are you going to try to get an airdrop from this project? Have you read the criticisms? Do you think they're valid? Do you have criticisms of Blast? Do you think it's a ridiculous project? Do you think it's awesome? I want to hear from you. And whenever you leave your comment, make sure you smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you want to become a developer so you can take advantage of these types of opportunities where developers are getting 50% of the airdrops and the opportunity to colonize new spaces just like this, and also just get ahead of this insane crypto wave that's really heating up. We're seeing all this new technology come out. It really looks like the formation of a new crypto expansion. And if you want to get ahead of that wave, then I can show you how to become a blockchain master step-by-step start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You really don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real-world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.